That's why you can't find anybody to do this stuff. It's just not natural.
Stand by.
That's
5,
great.
4, 3.
Hi, I'm Gary Jenkins, and welcome to the Beauty of Oil Painting. I've got something really different. This is for all you guys out there that have computers, and most of you do, and you run off prints out of your computer. I'm sure you all are used to doing this. Today, I'm going to show you how you can take your prints that you run off your computer. Now, it could be a photo of your artwork, or a photograph of just nature or real flowers. This one here is done by Eva Walt from Berlin, Germany. I like this painting that she did. Ooh, good job, Eva. But let's take a look. Whoa! Now I gotta tell you what we're doing here. This is really great, and it is super different. We're combining photography. This is a photo of a real iris. Yes. And what we've done, we've taken and painted the iris out with oil paint beyond the photograph. Now the photo was cropped. You have to go in when you have your photo and crop it on your computer so you'll have room to paint out with whatever flower you have. It could be petals, it could be a landscape. Doesn't matter. This is just great. We're combining photography and artwork together. Now on the my easel up here, this shows you an iris that has been cropped. You have to crop it on your computer to leave room to paint. Now this is right off the computer. It's painted on, it's printed on matte paper. Very important. Don't put it on glossy, because glossy will show up our strokes. This is on a board that you can pick up at your art store. So you take it, you print, and I use some spray glue, spray it on the back. After you've marked off where it's going, put it down, smooth it out, and we're ready to go. Now let me show you how cool this is. Combining photography and painting together, it's a kick. Let's take some mauve, and we'll come up here. Oh, I have some linseed on here, guys, by the way, to help my paint move along. Now this is good old mauve. I'm going to start out here. Now I'm going to come in and paint into the photo just a little bit, or I should say print. Let's take our mauve and come in here. And you don't have to be exact with it. Nobody knows, nobody sees the photo and what it looked like before you cropped it. Nobody knows. Now here's a little white coming in. You see how I'm just hitting it? Bring that texture out. Now in order for the paint on the outside to match what's inside, we just come in a little bit. And it has to match because it's the same paint, same color. Here's where I take some white out. See how I'm just going to blend that in? Is that cool? Well, now what you're seeing here is how you do the whole thing. And I like this. This kind of painting is so great. This isn't really my idea. I was at an art show, many years ago. And I was looking at all the artwork, walking around. And there was this girl doing very large, she had large landscapes. And she was doing this, her photography was real landscapes. And then just painted the trees and boulders and stuff out. I said, oh, what a great idea that is. This is just good titanium white. Can you see how I'm patting? Bring that texture out. I know, you're going, whoa! You know all those photos you have? How about photos of your grandchildren? Would that be great to do? And now you're combining your love of photography with painting. I don't think it really gets any better than that. And who knew? Who knew you could do this stuff? I like it because most of the work is done. It's all done in the photography, in the photo, in here. But remember, you can do it with your own prints of your own artwork. Just tap it in. This is so simple. You're going to love doing these. There you go. Now, here's the secret, another secret doing this stuff. Work very dry. Don't put any medium. Don't put nothing with it. They'll dry it. Now, this is mauve and white. And we have a little petal that's curved over. Now watch, see? You see all the cool stuff we can do? And don't forget that we want to take, very important to bring these little fingers out. Yeah, wipe the brush, maybe tap it in. Take your time. And if you guys are showing your artwork out there, many of you are, you're going to find that you can do quite a few of these a day because they're so fast to do. And now you're going to look at your photography completely different. Because now you're going to be looking at it and wondering, oh, look at that flower. Now I could crop that and paint it out, and I could do this, and I could do that. It's gonna change your life. It's just something else to do. So if you get bored doing the same old stuff, this is for you. Yes, look at it go. Now, watch me. Paint into the painting, but I'll turn the brush to the side. Very important, guys, you get this little dot stuff going. And then in a minute, we'll come back in with white and bring the white back out. Yes. Now I'm just taking the brush and kind of moving it around. Now you should have a full photo to look at. So you crop it, and you print that out, and then you'd have the full photo to look at so you can tell exactly what you're doing. I printed this photo with a little gold border around it. Now you don't have to have a border, but I thought, well, it looks neat. Now there's something that happens when you start doing this stuff, because you know the photo was within this rectangle here, right? Now what we're doing is it's giving it a three-dimensional look. It's bringing the photo out of its little rectangle, and we're setting him free. He's just going to fly right out of there. This is what I love about this. Look at that white now. You see, we don't have much of anything until we start tapping that white in. And bring it right on out. And take your time. Well, I'm painting, when I'm up here, I'm painting right off your palette, so I better get my white over here. See what I'm doing. Okay, let's get a little more white. Because you want a nice transition of color from inside out, especially this white. Very dry, make sure your brush comes to a beautiful chisel edge. And here it comes. Watch it come in. See it? Think you can do that? Wait, I know, I see all of you. You're rushing to your computer. No, watch the show. Don't leave me alone up here. I get lonely. Okay, go. All right. Now, right here, this edge, let's take, you know how I love color. Red, red light. Wowie! Yes. Yes. And the cat red light. And we're gonna have a little of that over here. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Look at that flower come alive. Now this wasn't in the photo, but you put it in because it will make this flower pop. Let's take some more. I like that. Cool. I don't have this in the original. So I'm gonna just pop it in. Use your imagination. We're all born with it. We just have become so stifled that we become afraid to let our imagination out. We all have it. It's all there. Let's take chrome oxide green. And right up in here, now this photo didn't show the stem, so because it fell into shadow. So what I'm going to do is paint it in. Come on now. Has these little edges coming out. Yeah. And we're going to give this a stem. A little touch of linseed, a little touch of black. And we're going to take this down. down, down, down. And when we get down here, we're gonna take a little white, chrome oxide and white. And I'm gonna blend that so it just sort of goes out into nothing. Now I'm gonna take my little finger, you see how? I'm gonna let that blend into nothing. Now we have our stem. You know, let's take a little cerulean blue and white. And we'll just find a little color up here. Just a hint. Just enough to bring it out of the shadow. Yeah. How we doing? Looking good. Now, the fun part. Chrome oxide green, sap green. We're going to come up here, way up to the top, and whoop, and push that brush down. And that one's going to sit right behind that petal. And we have another one over here. And maybe wiggle a little bit. And that's going to put, did I tell you I have linseed back here? I do, not on the flower, but on the background. Then we have black, maybe some crimson, clay, and another one up here. And then wiggle a little bit. And let's bring it down, and we'll tie that in a minute, into the background. Another one here. Wow, look at it go. Leave it ragged on the bottom for now. And another one here. Leave it on the ragged on the bottom. We'll put some white to that. Sap green. The leaves are pretty much just the same color. They don't have too much going because it'll be distracting from the flower. Another one over here. Remember, I have linseed on the back. Paint into the photo just a little bit. And another one, black sap green. Now this one, I'm going to have a little tip turn. And it comes down and it comes back into here. In a minute we'll paint that back over. And it comes down. Woo! Edge there. And there's a little handed one. Whoa, honey. Now, you see that ragged edge on the bottom? We have to do something about that. We'll take a little weight and play around with the bottom here, and then use your finger. And just let it go into nothing. You can also use a paper towel, make sure it's clean. Maybe we could just wipe that out. See, that works too, almost, but not quite. We'll get our white going. Yeah. But just let it fade into nothing. A little more white, very dry. Very dry. Okay. Maybe up this here. Just kind of pull that up with your finger. A lot of times we use our finger. And more white. And in here. Choom. Put that in. Main thing here, guys, is that the bottom fades into nothing. I'm not going to take my time to get it to fade, because there's other stuff I want to show you. But you can take your time and just fade these bottoms out. Here. Kind of get it halfway faded out. Now this is canvas board, so I can't get it up on the lip as well as I want. I'm going to grab the top of it. And I'm going to hit that edge there. Sometimes you have to really get a little forceful with the PD. Let it know who's boss. Take it white again. And fade that bottom out. Use your thumb. The thumb works great. How we do? Let's take some cerulean blue and white. Zowie. Cerulean blue and white. And I'm mixing off the camera. There it is. Up there, cerulean blue and white. Just a hint. Can you see it? Cerulean blue and white. And a little hint here. Not too much color, guys. Let's not get too carried away. Back in here, we could get a little black. Green, black and green, and maybe a little shadow back in there. Cool. Now this edge here where we brought our petal leaf over, or a petal over, or a leaf up to the petal. You have to bring the petal back over. All right. Maybe a little touch of that red. Yes. Let's take a little more of that cat red light. And put a little, just kind of carry that color around. See it? Boom. This is done the same way, guys. I'm going to put this one down. Oh, first of all, let me show you. I'm going to show you the photo. Mounted on the camera spool. Let's back up so we see the whole thing. Is that cool? Now remember, the camera is off at an angle, so you're gonna, it should be more like that. Okay, now you see that. Now, let me take this off. No. And watch the transformation. Look at this one. So, we just went from, let's go back, because I want everybody at home to see them both together. Okay, this is a print that you run off on your computer. You mount it to the hardboard, just like that. But remember, you want to crop it. And then, this is the finished piece over here. You go from here to here. This is so simple. Look at how loose the bottom is. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you another one that I've worked up for you, in case you guys want to do a landscape. Here's another one. There. With, and this is how it starts out. Okay, now you see it? Little gazebo. Starts out this way. This one is running horizontal. It's okay. Make sure that you leave yourself plenty of room on the bottom to pull the stuff out. Nice gazebo. You could add more flowers. I added daisies in here. Oh, more grass, little pathway. Whatever you want. Have fun. Now, oh, there's a painting on the side here. I wanted to show you. This is a little archway with a little picket fence with some roses growing over the arbor. This is really a cool painting to do. Mainly, you don't want to make your flowers too big. These roses here are just sort of, just kind of indicated. Yeah, that is cool. Now, I think we have a little time left. Let me see which one you might want to do. I might not get this all done for you, but I'm going to put this one over here to look at. And, oh, let's take, boy, I need about a 2-hour show up here to show you everything. I'm going to take some linseed and put up here. This is just to wet it down. Now, I'm not going to get this whole thing done, because I know we're going to be running out of time. We're going to take a brush called a fan brush. And what we'll do is we'll take some of our green, sap green, maybe a little red, sap green, and watch how we put this in. I got a little fingerprint on there. Now, notice how I'm flipping it up. Flip, flip it up, flip it up, flip it up. Now we can see how we're getting the feeling of grass growing. You leave this area here so that you can get a feeling of a path. We'll pick up a little chrome oxide green. Throw some of that. Maybe the side of the brush. Look at this, how you can get some little grass growing. You see it? Is that cool? And maybe on the other side, we'll get some grass. Working very, very, very dry. Now what we want to do is clean that brush in the odorless thinner. We're going to take some white and a little touch of yellow. White, a little linseed. And this goes in here, and we'll pull that up. Is this cool? Oh, I'm working so hard. Oh. Is this cool or what? Then we'll bring our green in and push that path so the path sits back. See? Maybe we have some flowers growing, a little yellow, or grass, or whatever. Who knows what's growing in here? Maybe some of this stuff. And we could always hook on little daisies, whatever you want. I see some of that white that's in there. White, we could take a little touch of white. Whoop, hello. And we'll put some of that. See, that white's in the print. And I'm going to take that, and as soon as I bring it out, it ties the print in with the rest of the painting that we're doing. Can you see? White again, a little touch of yellow. And this is with the fan brush. And we'll have a little something going in here. Maybe something there. What a treat to do these. I'm glad I had a chance to do these for you. Maybe something coming over. You see it? Now this is just grass. See it? Maybe coming down to the bottom. We'll flip a little area. Very subtle. Bring the eye back down to the white of the canvas. And just let it disappear into nothing. I know. Don't run to the computer. Stay there watching. And we have a little touch here. Look at that with the round brush. Ooh. Go out with your camera. What a great excuse to go out with your camera. Or take all those photos that are on your computer. You probably have 100 of them on there like I do. Now you can print them off. Don't forget, when you want to do this stuff, to crop them so that you have room to paint out. I don't have time to get all the little flowers, but way up front here, we could have some beautiful little daisies, maybe a little orange center in some of them. But I can see right through here, we could have more daisies. Clean that brush, maybe bring it out, soften this edge a little more. Okay, even working with a liner brush, I'm going to take a little green, and we can bring some more grass out. Well, I think we did pretty good. I'm running out of time here, but this could have a lot more flowers in it. But what I'm doing today is really just giving you guys an idea of how to go with this whole thing, how to lay it out, how to print those prints out, crop them, paint them out, and paint up a storm and have a ball. I hope this opens up a whole new area of combining photography with your digital camera and painting. We're marrying the two together to come up with some beautiful artwork, which is really fine arty and really quality stuff. So have fun out there. Grab your camera and get those prints and do it. And don't forget to stop and smell the roses along the way. And I'll see you guys next time.
Time to get the koi too?
We'll put that on a different, we'll put
Okay.
on the coin. I think if we could get him to hold it and say her name correctly once. And just like, and if I could just get it on one and then we just replace that whole time we were on my camera.